our friend of the show, Carmelo, is back in the news.
He's been cooking as of late. He's 2 or 3.
Nah, apparently
in all places. Now, mind you, on one end, you're going to New York, which is incredible. But on the other end, New York is building. They had just got Amari that summer. Raymond Felton. So they were balling.
They was all stars.
Yeah, Amari was MVP runner, like leading. First half of the season. That was a 2010 summer one. Yeah, right. 2010, the big 3 in Miami. Amari goes to New York. He was the first move to go to New York that summer. Big move from New York. They're balling. Amari's hooping. And then All-Star Weekend, the trade happens and Melo goes to New York. Talk to me about it. What are you thinking? Did you want to go there?
New York never was the place though.
Like, okay.
It was people think that like I went in there and was like, get me out of here to Denver. Like that never was the case. You understand? The case was, hey, I see what's happening here. 08, okay, we building. 09, we take a step and go to Western Conference Finals.
Yep.
We battle. Now we understand where we at compared to the champs, like compared to the Lakers and the San Antonios and those teams. Now we have a taste of that. Me personally is like, yo, I could get it. Yes, we got to get there. I'm going to get it. I am going to get it. If we 2 plays away from winning that. You know what I mean? It's like we win that series after 2 plays. So in my mind, it's like, yo, team, I just need y'all to let's get there. Let's dominate Dallas. Let's not play around with them. Let's dominate New Orleans, CP and them. Let's not play around with them. Let's show everybody we serious. We want the Lakers. This is our time to like get Trump the Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever happened in the series, it happened. That next following year, my mind, hey, this is what we had. We analyze the series, analyze that team. We plug and play. Put this place right, put this person here. We might lose this person, but we're going to get somebody. Let's just plug and play. We ain't got to reinvent nothing.
Right.
We already there. We 2 pieces away.
Right.
Whatever those pieces were, we 2 pieces away. You trade Dante Jones, which was at that point a pivotal piece for our team, the type of team we had.
Dante was great.
Tough.
Dante was great with
you know what I mean? Great leader, locker room guy, great teammate, great person, great man. You get rid of him. I'm telling you, yo, Dante will take less. Just give him this. Just give him another 750. Like, I know I'm saying like 750 is, but give it to him, bro. Like, you gonna let him walk away to go over here?
So you felt like they
for
wasn't
$1 million more?
So you're trying to go this way. You feel
I
like
ain't
you
going
guys
finals.
I'm going.
This is my chance to get to the finals.
Right.
Because I know we beat the Lakers. We sweeping Orlando that year, and that's just real talk.
And this is 2009, 2010 season.
This is Lakers sweep Orlando that year.
Again, I'm not going.
Almost.
Mm-hmm.
We beat Orlando. Well, regardless of what anybody thinks, we would beat Orlando that year.
Okay, so this is the Lakers' first championship, but they back-to-back.
Yes.
First one. Okay.
Yes.
For Boston. Gotcha.
So it's like we catching, conglomerates like San Antonio Lakers. We catching the best teams ever. I got to face that. So this is my time to be a part of that. That's what I'm thinking. And then y'all get rid of a major piece, right? Because you think you get younger in the same effect. No. So, hey, I'm going to play this season. But look, y'all got to show me what y'all going to do. I'm not trying to rebuild. I just got a taste of the Western Conference Finals. I'm not trying to rebuild.
And you guys signed a 5-year deal.
Yeah, so now I'm like, I got like a year, 2 years left
in that deal.
On that deal. So now y'all about to make me rebuild with 2 years left on my deal. Here's the play. Look, I'm not rebuilding. I'm hearing rumblings of y'all about to amnesty Chauncey, right? Y'all gonna amnesty Chauncey. Y'all gonna send JR and Nene to Chicago for somebody. They wanted Joe Kim. Bring Joe Kim, they go ship Nene out. Who you about to have me over here with? You know what I'm saying? Like,
hold on now, don't. Yeah, me personally, it
took me 6 years to get to this point of making to the Western Conference Finals. And now you want me to start all over again. No. So here's what we're gonna do. I don't know what y'all think is, but I'm not trying to rebuild. I'm not saying I want to get out of here, but y'all gotta show me y'all cards.
Nah, I'm gonna see my Google.
The cards was you out of there.
The cards was, no, we want you to stay. Well, you know how I go, we want you to stay. It's like, no, y'all playing with me now. I said this in June. We went to a baseball game at Oriole Stadium and had a good time, and we talked like men, and we figured it out. And like, I understand where you at, Let's make this happen. Here's the teams. Chicago. The deal was done with the Lakers. Me and Nene for Lamar Odom and Bynum.
Y'all want to pause?
I'm indifferent. I'm looking back, and what year is he talking about specifically? Is he talking about 09, 2010?
That's what I'm assuming he has to be talking about. The year that he, left. That's what I'm assuming.
Hated Lamar Odom. I'm gonna tell you something right now.
Oh yeah, Lamar. It weren't hate. It was, hey man, we need someone better. It nothing personal. It's nothing personal, Lamar.
Story. Lamar Odom is in that from that era. Nigga, Josh Smith for the story. Yeah,
he was just good enough to warrant a star. He was just good enough. Everybody could have used a Lamar Odom.
And Derek Fisher. It was me for Lamar Odom and Derek Fisher. Yeah. They trying to get rid of these niggas. A little bit more.
Hell yeah.
That deal was done. I never thought about New York.
Damn. The Lakers.
But then when they turned that deal down, when George had that deal and turned that deal down.
So that didn't happen.
Then
Right?
New York
He turned that down. Now it's like, oh, y'all want me in the West? You want to send me to the East?
Yeah,
Give
you gotta
me to
get out
New
the
York.
West.
Give me to New York. The deal never was with New York. The deal was with New Jersey Nets. So when we was All-Star Weekend, the deal was with the New Jersey Nets. George Karl had a deal with Utah behind the scenes.
What is he talking about?
Yeah, this is.
This
So I don't know if we're gonna continue to react. I'm just saying now, my take. It's hard for me to just call a grown man a liar, but shit is not adding up.
I just
So
need
what
y'all
I
to
remember.
understand.
So what I remember, and to what Damo's point, the timeline's a little shaky, but most importantly, me off of pure nostalgia before I Google anything. This is not what I remember how shit went down. But go ahead.
One, I obviously think this nigga is a lying ass nigga off rip. The story doesn't even correlate to the narrative that was back then. And I remember I was in tune with what was going on. I was at the lunchrooms. I was at the lunchroom table yelling about shit like this. That was not the narrative they was talking about on ESPN when Woj and Stephen A was talking about this trade. That's not what was said. But even if you want to say he's peeling the curtain back to just shit we genuinely don't know, but just what they told us, Negro, you're a liar. Because if we're talking about the 2010-2011 season, you just sat there and said they was going to try to get Joakim Noah over here. Who the fuck is that? The season he's coming off of was his most improved player year. And that year was the year he ended up winning Defensive Player of the Year. So Joakim Noah wasn't a fucking scrub at this time. Why are we just now saying, oh,
you can't put the ball in the basket. No.
Okay, so again, they were going to amnesty Chauncey and trade Nene and J.R. Smith. Who was his nigga?
To get Joakim and whatever else they would have gotten that. But that's not bad. That's not bad.
Yes, that is. Hold on.
At that time, amnesty, and that would have gave them the money to go and get someone, right? You don't just lose that money. That's like a buyout.
Let's watch a little bit more.
Nigga said, I honestly believe that he didn't know who Joakim was. That's stupid.
For the young boy, Derek Favors.
Oh, Derek Favors, yeah.
Because he wanted Derek Favors. He was liking Derek Favors out of Georgia Tech, and he thought that was a power forward. That he was a Nene type power forward. So that was like he wanted him to be the next Nene.
So you gotta go.
Got to go.
So you ended up in New York.
Okay. All right. So now we can start to pull some math together. I want y'all to know George Karl, because if it's one thing, if it's a nigga that's gonna come out and hate on Melo, it's that
George motherfucking Karl.
That nigga George Karl.
Everything went down when he got sick. Mild spoilers to the tape. But,
so George Karl comes out and says, "I came back from cancer treatment. Melo demanded a trade. It sucked. The truth matters." But it was a long time ago. It's not news. Let's move forward. That was February 13th. That nigga came from his tomb to say that shit. I ain't gonna lie to you.
You muted, Domo.
I did not realize how like active some of these ex-coaches are on Twitter. George Karl is a nigga that be throwing out some tweets, and you'd be like, "Oh, this got to be a meme account, right? This is not the George Karl with a check mark saying this," and it really is. You go to this nigga page. He got pictures with Karl Malone or whoever old play. Like, this is really George Karl. Oh my god, saying wild shit.
I have to figure out how to rewatch this game because I wasn't really watching it. This bitch is about to. She got 46, 13, and 5.
Hello?
On the night that she broke the record, and she's about to go for 50. They got like a minute and a half.
Push the button. Push the button.
What is the button to say?
Hey, I'll make a button. There's a blue button now. Push it.
50 in a college. Okay. So let's look up this timeline. Because I think that's what really matters.
Yeah, the timeline is very shaky. For what I remember,
this nigga's a liar.
The 0% departure plan. I'm sorry. We've talked about having friends, sisters, spouses. I'm not Googling it. I swear, Damo, Omar, check me if I'm wrong. Wasn't Lala talking crazy, bro? When she talking about getting the fuck up on out of there, going to New York and shit like that? Am I drunk or was that not like a thing? Like, there's so many things off rip. I know Melo was frustrated. I know pretty much Denver was frustrated once Karl was going through cancer treatment or whatever. The team, we went womp womp. And at that point, niggas was like, oh shit, I'm about to get the fuck out of here. That's what I remember it as, but maybe I'm insane.
So the next season, Kenyon Martin plays 58 games. And they pretty much run it back with the same team. They lose in the first round to the Utah Jazz.
Mm-hmm.
So the year before that they won. I mean, it's pretty much same record too. I ain't gonna lie. Pretty much same team. They got worse defensively though, and they lose in the first round. So 9-10 to 10-11 is what I'm looking at now. The next year. At this point, Carmelo's still there. Aaron Aflalo is coming up. Chauncey plays 51 games. And this is when they do the trade. This is the year that they do the trade.
Yeah, I'm going to say he played 50 games with Denver, and then he goes and plays in New York. So that's a trade year. Yeah, so
all I'm seeing at this point, because OKC is in the mix, so I'm really trying to figure this out. He said New Jersey.
Yes, he said the Nets. He said the Jazz.
Ass at this point, so I don't know.
The Bulls.
New Jersey had just in 9-10. New Jersey won 12 games.
Now he's trying to get Melo.
Rayford Alston. This is Devin Harris. Y'all remember that?
Hey, Devin Harris.
Yeah, shout out Devin Harris.
This is like
slightly worse than Darren Williams.
Brooke Lopez. Yo, shut the fuck.
If I'm wrong, bro.
This is second year Brooke Lopez, Chris Douglas Roberts, Chris Humphreys. Nobody's on this team is what I'm really saying. And then 10-11 again, Jordan Farmar.
Shout out Jordan Farmar.
I just don't know. I don't know what he's talking about. How he then how there's a trade for all the good teams, Chicago and LA. Y'all tell me.
Yeah, I don't. I mean, again, I was 11, 12-ish years old. I'm gonna do my Googles after this one, but Damo, again, correct me if I'm wrong. Don't remember the in the Melo rumors. I don't remember it. Go ahead.
I will say, Chicago was a thing. I remember
Chicago,
that Chicago. I can understand the Chicago logic. I'm gonna say, Chicago was a major player in trying to get some niggas. So I will say I can see Chicago. I don't know about the Lakers necessarily. I can't remember Carmelo rumors for the Lakers. That doesn't sound far-fetched. Nigga, everybody's a rumor for the Lakers. So I'm pretty sure that was a rumor. We think we can get everybody that's disgruntled. I think if it was a case, it was, Carmelo wants out. And then niggas is like, well, I mean, the Lakers need another star.
Yeah.
So, I think something like that, but I don't think nothing too serious. Like I said, nigga said Lamar Odom. Nigga, we were trying to get Lamar Odom, but for everybody.
Everybody that averaged 25 points a game, Lamar Odom was in the trade room.
Lamar Odom name was everywhere. So
that was our THT, but he was, you feel me? I'm going to just say, and I asked you that because what's damning about it and why I'm like, I don't want to call this nigga a liar because he knows more shit than we would, whether he's telling the truth or not. But it almost like perfectly fits the popular story of, yo, you did not want to go to Chicago. You did not want to go to Chicago. We all read that you didn't want to go to Chicago. Now, if you wanted to build a contender in the West, I probably believe that. He did wanted to win with the West. I can see that. What I don't see is you then going, oh, well, I ain't gonna lie. Who the fuck is this Joakim guy? So, hey, fuck that. I don't want to go in Chicago. I don't want to go to Chicago. And then deciding to go to New York. And then the other team in the East being the Net. It just sounds something. Why would he say that type shit? Like, it doesn't, I don't see the vision, but I'm gonna go ahead and do my Googles now to make sure that the thing I said about, I think Lala had like a tweet or something, or interview. It was like, I'm gonna just make sure I'm not nostalgia tripping right now. Go ahead.
Nigga, I can tell you right now, he basically went up there and said, essentially, they hit up the Nets and realized it was nothing there, but stayed local, and they got to the Knicks. Like, what the fuck? They went with the Knicks if they was in close proximity of where they wanted me to go, and it worked out. Like, no, nigga, like that's crazy.
Well, and I will say this: there may be some merit because he did say this in like 2021, something similar. I think it was on All the Smoke. They got rid of Dante Jones on that team. Dante was a key piece. Get rid of Dante Jones. They're like, we ain't re-signing Chauncey. We're about to trade JR. Kmart's contract is up. The lockout is coming. So I'm not about to rebuild. So at that point, it's time to go else. Damn, nigga said 2 years ago some crazy shit. So, I mean, let me say this. it's your story to tell. And sometimes you got to tell a lie so much that you believe your lie or whatever the case may be. And I'm not going to take it away from Melo because to an extent, Melo is not wrong. I don't see a world in which Denver is competing like that. That was their peak right there. I don't see a world the next year. We talking about 10, 11. They not beating the Mavs. Like come on now. The Mavericks did something. Beating
the Lakers that got swept.
Mavericks did something that was crazy. That year, and then the next year, them young boys is coming.
Yeah, they not beating them. They're not beating them young boys that year. Fuck that.
Them young boys is coming, and San Antonio did a good enough job retooling. So, do I think that they could have still remained one of the better teams in the West though? Because at that point in time, like I'm looking at it right now, the West wasn't like crazy strong. You got OKC winning 47 games. Denver made the playoffs only winning 38 games. Utah made it winning 36. Saying there was only one 50-win team in the West. Like San Antonio had 50 wins. LA won the division. The Lakers won the division winning 41 games. Lob City wasn't really actualized yet. So like they could have competed by being like one of the better teams in the you know what I'm saying? But they wasn't going to compete with OKC. They wasn't going to compete with San Antonio. So I could see it. If he's saying the writing was on the walls, and then by that time, like James starts to leave and stuff like that. Like if he's saying the writing was on the walls, okay, cool. The writing was on the walls. And teams are just getting better. Portland getting healthy, all this stuff like that. You just didn't see it there. But sir, I'm with Sage. I do remember. It was New York. Now it could have, and I'll give you this bail. It could have been New York after all of the situations were exhausted. Like, all right, the LA trade falls through. I'm not going to Chicago or Chicago. That's falling through. Fuck it. Get me to New York. New York is the best option because they got Amari and he hooping, and I can at least go over there. That makes sense, maybe. But you wanted to go to New York, my nigga. Stop it. Like, we got to stop.
Yeah, there's a quote in 2014 that she was like, listen, I used to live in Denver with him. If I can live in Denver, I can live anywhere. So yeah, like it's not, that's just the first link, and I just stopped searching. Like I know and drunk, there's like endless shit. And someone in the chat's typing. I think there was like a hometown thing too. It's just several things that played into New York, unless I'm just having a senior moments.
That New Jersey shit was that New Jersey shit is crazy.
I never heard Jersey.
They were trash.
Never heard Jersey.
I never heard Utah.
Utah
is crazy.
It is crazy. He talking about, oh yeah, I just got a taste and now I want to compete. Nigga, you said Utah and you said New Jersey. Okay, stop it. Stop. I can understand New York. Amari is there. I could understand Chicago. Chicago had some pieces, even like
it was young niggas. It was a rookie Derrick Rose, man.
Yeah, I'm about to say fuck, not Derrick Rose, but I'm talking about like Luau and Tom Thibodeau was coming, all that stuff like that. Or they have Vinny.
Thomas.
They have Vinny Del Negro. So maybe Chicago might not make too much sense either. Shut your ass up, Melo. It was always New York, nigga. All right. Nigga's a liar.
Now, his criticism for Chicago there, he was calling them a bunch of young bulls, unironically, which fair enough, they were young, but whether it's hindsight, whether it's, bro, what are you talking about? Nah, the Bulls definitely were a fantastic team, in my personal opinion. At least with Utah, I'm looking at right now. I could somewhat see the vision. It's just no shot, but like I could see the vision a little bit because in 10-11, they entered that season with Darren Williams, who was just an all-star the year prior. They had Big Al, not the Al that we know and love, the other Big Al, Al Jefferson, Paul Millsap, who was roughly giving them 17 and 8. Obviously, guys like AKC, J Miles, Rasha Bell, Derek Favors, all them nostalgia people. They think they just got Gordon Hayward out the draft. So maybe I could understand the Utah thing in terms of competing. But
I can see Chicago. I take that back.
Yeah.
This is when they still have Ben Gordon. Now, they probably would have had to get up off of Ben Gordon for you, but Ben Gordon, John Salmons, Derrick Rose, Luau Deng, the young Luau Deng, too, 23-year-old Luau Deng. Really defensive-oriented team. Kirk Heinrich, Joakim Noah, Thabo Cephalosha. I'm just looking down the names. And then They took in 08-09, they took the Celtics to 7. If I'm not mistaken, that was like the overtime, 2 overtime or whatever in one of these games or some shit like that. Where Rondo had to go crazy. But nonetheless, like they had to, this was a pretty decent Chicago team that was on the up and up. So if he would have went there, next year they lose to Cleveland in the first round, and 10-11 is when they go to the conference finals. That wouldn't have been too bad, but my nigga, you wanted the bag, bro. You wanted to go to New York. Like, who mad at you except
you're a
those
loser,
fans.
Carmelo. You're a loser. You're a loser. I'm a stand on it forever, nigga. You're a loser.
I'll go to New York. I mean, you had a good career.
Go to New York now.